Klibu Mendonça Filho, it's a new film. I don't even think I've said that right. However, my friend from Brazil, Shua, we have an ASMR or something. Right.
I'm
My
sorry.
friend, uh, my friend from Brazil, Joao Pedro, told me when he was around mine the other week. That's how you say it, and I've probably forgotten. But I'll have to send this to him and tell. You'll have to tell me if it's right. So yeah, in 1977, Brazil technology specialist Marcelo, fleeing a mysterious past, returns to Recife in search of peace, but realizes the city is far from the refuge he seeks. So yeah, this is set in the military dictatorship in 1970s Brazil, similar to I'm Still Here. That's the reason why I watched I'm Still Here. Yeah, what's your thoughts on it, George? You
Me,
obviously watched it last night, so
yeah. I really liked it. Um, I had big anticipation for it because I do really like Brazilian cinema. There's a very specific vibe to it, and of course, similarly to I'm Still Here last year, it was the final Best Picture nominee that I needed to watch. Um, so yeah, I was really excited for it, and I loved many things about it. It's very stylish. It's sun drenched in many ways, but then the darker moments are fantastic too.
mm,
Um, tonally flexible, and then you have Wagner Moore at the center, playing a really diverse, giving a really diverse performance, and yeah, some of the visual flair from Kleber Mendonça Filho is really impressive as well. You have two contrasting split diopters, which I'm just gonna not even gonna say the word, but I like when that happens. Um, I'll mention it if we get into spoilers, but that's all I need to say. And then the glitches in the screen. I asked my friend
yeah,
Joe, like, are those intentional? And he said, yeah. So it's like, yeah, okay. This is a movie I can get on board with. But yeah, I mean, there are definitely. Thank you very much. There are definitely films with similarities to it that I prefer. Like, I think
mm,
there's a lot of Nickel Boys to it, where you
yeah,
have like this period drama, but also people looking into the past of this
mm,
period.
yeah,
And I love Nickel Boys. And then I'm Still Here, obviously, captures the 1970s Brazilian dictatorship as effectively, or if not more so, in my opinion. So yeah, this had everything going for it, and it's such an ambitious passion project, but in some ways it just didn't stick the landing for me, which is fine because I'm glad that other people like it. But yeah, that's all I have to say about it.
Mhm. So,
yeah. So Jack, what are your thoughts?
I love the video. Fucking.
What the fuck are
No, I
you
thought it was good,
doing?
bro. I had Jamiller on my screen. Alright. Novels. I loved it. For me, it's my top 4 of the year. And is he doing it for me? Well, fuck it. No, I loved it. Personally, out of the category for best actor, I think Why More is my favorite, or well, a second favorite to Timothy Chalamet, of course.
Yeah,
No, I
yeah.
thought he's great in this.
Oh, sorry.
I think he's Philip Pure just focusing on Timothy Chalamet and Michael B. Jordan. I think he should be getting more recognition for his role.
Mm,
But I thought the film looked so good. What do you all think of like the
yeah,
cinematography? Because I thought it looked great.
yeah. I
Yeah,
thought it was incredible.
yeah.
I
E-
This film has definitely taken um award season by storm, shall I say? Because, well, when I first heard it was playing at Belfast Film Festival, I was going to go see it. Looked at the plot, sounds interesting, but I didn't really. It didn't. No, this is. It was on an awkward time. I could have gone, but unless it was one of the things I really heard about, because this was a time where I wasn't really paying attention to festival films. So it just wasn't really on my radar, and I didn't really expect much of it. And I didn't know Wagner was in it at all, so I wouldn't. There's nothing that was, gluing me to go and see it, right? Like sentiment value, I knew I had to go see. But it very much has, and I very much regret that decision. To well, you know, because it is just an incredible film, and I wish I could have seen it like 3 months, 4 months earlier. It's February now, so yeah, 4 months. I wish I could have seen it 4 months earlier, and but yeah, it's overall just incredible. Wagner is great. I thought that Tania Maria as Don Sebastiana was really, really good. She's quite not witty, but she definitely is quite. She has a quite like a charm about her. I think was very nice. Um, um, but yeah, I think that yeah, this is something I realized. So in the UK and Ireland, this film has released in the same weekend as the last Brazilian Best Picture winner. Not Best Picture winner. I wish it would won Best Picture. Because nobody loves Anastasia more than me. Anastasia, obviously.
Toby.
But yeah,
Toby. Toby Sharp loved it, didn't
yeah, um, yeah. The editing was great. And looks like the movies from the 1970s. Just seeing him change identities is amazing. Um, yeah. But the thing that I like about it, and reminds me to One Battle as well, is it's very um it's slow in terms of its pace, right? But yeah, it is not fast. It goes by quickly. It's like from one battle after another. It's not action, action, action. It is, but it's kind of I don't know how to describe it. It is, but it isn't. And I think that Secret Agent's the same thing.
If
I was
something's
a
always
bit
happening, even if it isn't, but like
yeah,
something's
yeah,
like
exactly,
it's
exactly,
the
exactly.
story's always that. I won't
Yeah,
lie.
the story's very
For the whole
moving.
thought, for the what you were sounds like it's a bitch tripping, bro. But like,
Yeah, you know what I mean.
yeah,
Um,
I know what you mean now. Yeah,
yeah. No, I thought the cast was good. The supporting cast was great. Um, I think it is deserving of all awards it'll win. I'm glad Wagner won. I think it was the Golden Globes. And was it
this
won
wins
best?
best international film, so that'll be.
Yeah. Obviously, I think Sentiment of Value should win it.
You
But I
said
wouldn't
it.
be. But
You
obviously
said
wouldn't
it.
be surprised.
Can I be
Yeah.
honest? That's why I said that. I wanted the sentimental value, baby.
But yeah, George, do you have any other thoughts? We can't hear you.
My bad. It's an
There you go.
interesting film to watch in the context of Oscars. Like knowing that Wagner Moura won the Golden Globe for this. I almost think it's like it's not an important performance per se, although I do think this will put him on the live action map for a lot of people, as opposed to playing Death and Pussy Boots. I was just about to say. For Moura, I wouldn't say it's an important role. I just think it's like the center of a very important movie, and therefore they're awarding it. But I think like the script, yeah, of course, something so complex has to be admired, and the casting. And I've heard like Josh Safdie talk about this in regards to Mighty Supreme. With such a big film like The Secret Agent, with so many different people, especially because it's a period piece, one face or one like mannerism of a certain person, however major or minor they are as a character, that they could feel out of place and it could ruin the whole movie for you. But it never like happens here. Casting wise, this film doesn't play a single false note for me. Unfortunate, the same can't be said about the screenplay, but I think I would benefit from a rewatch because I benefited from a
What didn't
I'm
you
Still
like
Here
about the screenplay?
rewatch, so
Sorry.
maybe just I think oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, I feel nervous talking about any movie where I was like quote unquote sleepy during, but I just think it's a good question. Um Pass. Ben, let me ask you this. Where would Wagner Moura rank in the Best Actor Oscar category for you?
Right, so one
You got
Timmy
Timothée
Chalamet.
Chalamet, Ethan Hawke,
Yep.
Leonardo DiCaprio, Michael B. Jordan, and Wagner Moura.
One Timothy Chalamet, two Wagner Moura, three Michael B. Jordan, four Ethan Hawke, and five. Who's the fifth one, sir?
Who did you not say? Sorry, Michael B. Jordan?
Wait,
No.
no, I said him.
Sorry, I was completely out of it. Ethan Hawke?
No, that was it. Fourth. Wagner Moura said, and DiCaprio fifth.
DiCaprio. That's interesting. Again, I think DiCaprio, it's almost like The Secret Agent is very much a mood piece, which is almost why maybe I couldn't connect with the screenplay on this
Yeah.
watch. But with One Battle After Another, and it was interesting that you compared it to this, but because One Battle After Another, I feel like you could wake me up at like 3 a.m. and just sort of stick a phone in my face of like the
Yeah.
church scene, for example, and I'd still enjoy it. You know, One Battle After Another is just such a incredible film, in my opinion, that just anytime, anywhere, I'm gonna love everything about it. But with The Secret Agent, it just certain parts of it hooked me and certain parts didn't, unfortunately. But yeah, shout out the sequence with the leg. That's
Oh,
all
yeah.
I'll say.
Apparently,
But yeah.
from what I've read, and I wanted to bring this up, so thank you for saying, because I completely forgot about the leg, even though that's a big part of, like, a big subplot.
Should have said that. Yeah, go ahead.
Basically, apparently, this could be completely wrong, but apparently what used to happen is they used to use that as a cover to say who'd been killed during, by the regime, because obviously it's a military dictatorship. There was no freedom of press, so people used to use that as sort of like a cover. And, I could be wrong, but yeah, I think this may have not happened. But yeah.
Wait, George, you
Yeah, it
never
could be
answered the question on why you didn't like out the screenplay.
I said pass, and then I said it's a mood piece.
Ah, I'm not.
Jack, what
I'm
didn't
not,
you like about the film? Because
what'd you say?
what didn't you like about the film, if any?
I loved it. I don't think I have any issues with it.
What is this? I think I signed up for this movie or this podcast before knowing what the movie was, which I rarely do. But I would say it's definitely one of the better Best Picture nominees. You know, in a year where there were so
If
many,
you were to
where I was
rank
like,
all of the Best Picture nominees, what would you do?
probably place them in order of worst to best. Sorry. One
Wait,
sec.
no, you get what I mean. Like, how would you rank them? Yeah, you know. As you said,
Yeah,
something,
no,
but like, what would be the order?
Okay. F1, you know, on the
Yep.
ground, poop from a butt,
Bury it.
and then we get into the real movies. Let me I hope I name all 10 now, but I'd probably say, yeah, okay, Secret Agent 9, but, you know, well, technically 8. No, it's still 9. Secret Agent 9 above poop from a butt, but like a big gap from poop, you know, it's like around the chest region. And then Frankenstein. So number 8, Frankenstein. Number 7, Hamnet. Number 6, Train Dreams. I hope I don't mess it up here. Number 5.
I think you have.
Where the fuck am I? I have messed up. Hold up.
Yeah, where's Begonia?
Oh, yeah. Where is Begonia? Okay, let me start again. F1, Poop from a Butt, Begonia, The Secret Agent, Frankenstein, Hamnet, In Dreams.
Hamnet.
Sure. Freaking the rest, I don't know. Sentimental Value, One Battle After Another.
Right.
for
Mine,
the first time, and I'm probably not going to be on the podcast until after the Oscars, so I just want to say this. For the
yeah.
first time since 2007, my favorite Best Picture nominee is going to win Best Picture.
Well, you know, we don't know that yet, but it's 95% confirmed.
We do.
Right, so, for me, 10th is F1. It's awful. No, it's not awful, but it's not Best Picture, nowhere near Best Picture. Frankenstein, 9. Secret Agent, 8. Oh, The Departed. Secret Agent is number 8. And these films are all quality, so they're all class. So, from the Secret Agent above, they're all like a 4. And above. Then number 7, Me I'll Train Dreams. 6 is Begonia. 5, Hamlet. 4, Mighty Supreme. 3, Sinners. 2, Cinema Value, and 1 battle after another. So, Jack, if you were to rank all of
Hold on.
the
Let me
10 Best Picture nominees for 2026, what would you go from worst to best?
All right. The F1. I think we all have F1 at the bottom. And
Yeah.
ooh, Train Dreams, but Big Leap. Then Frankenstein. Then Hamlet. Then Begonia. Then Sentimental Value. Then Secret Agent, Sinners, One Battle, and Marty Supreme because I'm literally Marty Mazza, he's already me.
Anything
Live.
else about The Secret Agent?
It's a great film. And I mean, I have a lot of notes for all the other films, and I don't really have much for this one because, well, I forgot. I'm gonna write them after I rewatch it, and then didn't, and then it's got to now and I haven't. So I'm not as prepared as this as I probably should be.
This is the thing. Preparation's important, which is why I'm doing an all-time bad podcast performance right now. And there was like 2 videos and a podcast I would have listened to if I had the right amount of time before coming on here. But the reason I'm wearing these AirPods is because I was watching The Secret Agent with my headphones. My headphones died, and then about a half an hour later, I came on this podcast. That's how
really?
manic. Like, I'm gonna wake up tomorrow morning realizing it's still Saturday, and this has all just been a dream. Been nice.
So,
to
Jack, what are your final thoughts on The Secret Agent?
But I think I love it more than I love it more than news. I have no issues with it. I think it's a perfect film. Like I loved it. Like
Yeah, you
that's
say
all.
here it's 100 out of 100.
Yeah,
5-star
like it's in
review.
my top 4 in the year.
Yeah.
Some
Have
films
you-
finally beat Chainsaw Man.
Oh.
'Cause Chainsaw Man
Have
was like,
you guys watched? Oh. Have you watched any other films by Kleber Filho Mendoza?
no, but I
Kleber
thought
Mendoza Filho.
I should.
George, have you?
I would have if I knew who he was before he won Best Director at Cannes. Do you think it deserved to win both of those Cannes prizes?
Best
What did it
actor,
win at
yes.
Best
Best actor
actor and
and
Best
best-
Director.
No, I think it deserves to win. I mean, here's the thing: is I'm not inherently unhappy.
Vice.
It's not as if F1 won, Best Picture. Like, I'm either way from anything. I'm really happy with most. But I think I prefer the directing and Cinema Value. Like I prefer the
Yeah, I
directing
was about to say, I
from
think Johan
Mighty Supreme. I
Fischer won
prefer,
at the
like
Yeah.
Cannes and then
yeah. Obviously, no, I'm
Definitely.
just saying this now, but Mighty Supreme definitely did not play at Cannes. But you know what I mean? Like, I'm not inherently upset if anything wins. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not, But yeah, I was meant to watch, I say meant to, I was planning to watch Cold Tropics, or Recife Frio in Portuguese, before coming on here today. But I just didn't really have the time. It's a short film, from Kleber Mendoza Filho. So yeah, but yeah, I think that's it. My final rating is a
Alright.
4 out of 5. So you got
Bro, you reminded me. Can I say something quick? You reminded me of something I wanted to say because you mentioned the word inherently. And I was thinking about one of my all-time favorite movies, my second favorite PTA, Inherent Vice, right?
Mhm.
That is, and PTA has admitted to this himself, that film is a mood piece, and the tone of it is like intentionally confusing and sort of
Yeah.
befuzzling throughout because you're meant to feel as like stoned and puzzled as Doc
Yeah.
Sportello is throughout.
Yeah.
So it's meant to feel like a total mess. And I was wondering, like, is it genuinely the same case here where uh um Marcellus or whatever his name, whatever you want to call him, whether he like is interacting with so many other people and tackling so many different timelines